Good evening. I'm sorry. It's a long day for me, but wonderful day. Today is wonderful. Last night I noticed that the laptop that I had always a problem. I bought this less than a year ago. Actually, in 3 weeks the guarantee will be expiring. And again, the same problem. The battery was dead. So in the morning, I went to the Best Buy, and I'm joking with the young man. I said, well, by now you all know me because I'm all the time. It was 4th time that I was complaining about that damn thing, and I thought at least if they will repair it, maybe I have some chances that it will be working for a while, because I thought I'm not going to repair that item anymore. The young man, he said he has to consult with his boss. Okay, and I'm waiting, and the boss came in, and supervisor. And they decided that they will exchange me that item. So at the end, I didn't pay any more, and this time I bought the extended guarantee, so I will be smarter. When I was buying this last year, I said, well, if it will break in 1 year. But then when I was in the morning thinking about this, I thought, oh, gosh, in 3 weeks it will be expiring. They will repair it, and then you are stuck with something that is always a problem. So now I will have a new laptop. It's nice to have a good luck in the bad situation. Thank you, angels. And I will start answering questions thank you guys for sending them to me. I love the comments, and I have more, but please send. So I'm always choosing the best kind of questions for today. And this one is from Cheryl, my girlfriend, and Lindsay C. What is the future for Matt Gaetz? And I saw, when I closed my eyes, whoever is new, I closed my eyes and I saw a picture. A guy is standing by the grave, freshly dig out grave. And he's standing, and someone is coming and pushing him. So he will be in the dead hole. Kind of picture like that. And I will pull a few cards to see what the cards are saying, if they agree with me. He was running for over a year, and now the Greensburg, I think that's his companion in the crime, is going to be judged in March. So maybe he will be less cocky. 3 cards. Yeah, he will try to negotiate. He will try to be the winner for the party, but then, my cheating card, everything will come out about his cheatings. Good. I bet most of you don't like him because he's good looking, but that's it. Scott Allen is asking, is Mike Pence going to testify? And I saw him, like, he's on a leash from the law. He is a very bureaucratic person. I think he will, but he is not going to do this on his own. He will but he would like to be subpoenaed, so he is pushed to do it or pulled to do it. So he is on the leash with the law. I bet he is going to testify just behind the doors. He don't want the whole world to know what he said, and he can't sleep because of that. He wants to celebrate his freedom. He don't want to go to prison. And he knows what is right, what is wrong. As much as he was copycat with the Trump, when Trump was drinking a drink, he will put on the floor, and Mike Pence the same, took the bottle and put on the floor. He is, but most of the time he doesn't want to break the law. So, it was blessing that he was who he was, because if he will be in conspiracy with all of them, that will be completely different story today in USA. Because he could do that. I was saying that at least he was honest on that point. Ella Lasota, thank you. She thinks that Putin wants to go to the old borders of USSR. And I saw the arrow aiming the target. So yes, that's his goal, that's his dreams. He would like to do that. I'm just checking if he would like to go to the same borders, because that's his ego. He wants to go. He wants to show the strength, because he thinks that the country is not operating on the full amount, and he is ready for some battle. I said that he wants to cause this, or he wants to play tornado around Ukraine, so maybe movement here, movement there. And that's what he wants. And with Kazakhstan, he wants slowly to stay there. Okay. Sophia, I think N-O-W. So my own writing. Who is as well, she said that she is as well a psychic. Believe that Putin is playing Trump and Chinese government, but something will happen and he just disappears. It somehow relates to the dream that I was vision that I had long time ago, that Putin is sitting in the plane and two seats from him left to him are empty, and then there is no wall in the plane. Very abstractive vision. So if you are driving plane like that, you will be sucked out and move out. So maybe there is some future like that for him. And I will pull 3 cards to see. Edgar, you are, Sophia, you are on the same page with me. Security, beginning of new adventure, and he is leaning on something. We have to see what is he leaning. All about the money. It's all about the money that he is leaning on his oligarchs. So maybe they are not completely happy with his politics. So they might be the ones who will cause some problems. They might, money is a huge power. And if they will find that he's causing them losing money because the restrictions, they might quietly to do something with the plane or something like that. And another prediction for future, I don't know how far. But cryptocurrency will be very unstable. Look how there was no internet in Kazakhstan for a few days. And that caused, apparently, Bitcoin to lose so much value. It dipped so fast. I didn't know that they are making coins in Kazakhstan. I thought that it's like fake coin, that you don't have to have the real item. It's just in somewhere in the clouds, in the internet. I don't trust that thing, because I'm thinking, what if there will be no internet one day, or there will be some glitch, or even like in Toronto we had, because role is the lightning on the sky. It caused so much disconnection with magnetic field, auroras. It caused some problem with computers, or even with the whole Toronto losing some power. So that's always scary for me, and I'm never giving advices about those coins. I don't like to give. I was giving, but yes, sharing connections with, it's like a marriage to some people. So they are connected, but they are connected with the bad guys sometimes, because it is like marriage of convenience, that they are so hard to trace, and they can profit from this. They have the reunion. So it looks like there will be something with Bitcoins, but not yet. Well, it's so flexible. One day it was 80,000, now it's 40,000. For something that I can't see, I wouldn't. But then I'm just old lady who don't know what she's talking about. Joanne S. I just feel, I can't say that, I will advise you to do it something if I don't feel it honestly that it's a reliable thing. And Trump is with me on the same page. So at least one time in our life we are on the same page. Melanie is against, so she is investing in some of those other coins. Joanne S. Do you see more people stop being against the vaccine and more people being vaccinated? Now when I'm looking after about the Novak Joker, the tennis player, I call him Joker, it's Djokovic, whatever. He is expecting to be extradited, and I think because Olympics in China, everyone will have to be vaccinated. And China is so afraid of the consequences, so they will be far more strict than even Australia. And I think that will be causing young people to think, okay, if I want to travel somewhere, I will have to go for vaccines. And, in Quebec, we have only 10% people who are not vaccinated, but about 70% of them who are not vaccinated are in hospitals. So it proves that the vaccines are helping to be less affected by the illness. Yes, people will start making good choices. 7 of Cups. Angel of work and excitement. People would like to work and be free of to do whatever they want to do, and the mothers will be making sure that the children are protected. Lindsay Cohn, what will happen to Rand Paul? Will people start seeing throughout his he will be in jungle of trouble and very scared in the night. So he will have some trouble ahead of him, and he will be afraid of that. And today I was watching some of his students recorded him in 2003 or something like that, when he was giving them advices how to be destructive and how to make a fake accusations. He will be on the chariot. He will be still on the and then he will make some decision, and he is a doctor, but he will make a decision that doctor shouldn't make, so he will be probably in trouble because of that. His decisions, he went into a fight with his neighbor, and the neighbor broke his jaw about 5 years ago. I have wonderful neighbors, and Rob especially, but Warren as well. So I'm so glad to have future of Roger Stone. And I saw, this one was interesting. He is in a jacket, and he's always, but from this jacket, the snakes are coming and choking him. Like he is paralyzed because he can't move, and they are choking him. So he might have a stroke, he might have a heart attack. I will check what the cards are saying, but he will be feeling uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. And he already has the pass, even it's cleaned by Trump, but everyone knows about him. Angel of Justice will catch with him. What he put, he will receive. Yes, he will be looking, hanging man, upside down. He will be looking, and what I saw, it was, this one was about him, the snakes. And he was a partner with Don Don, so the moment he will be going, Don Don will be next. So we will see when, and he already has, I think, subpoena from the January 6th committee. Cheryl, my girlfriend, why did Mitch Romney not stand to impeach Trump for the insurrection? And because he wanted to be with the crowd of GOP, he was thinking that it's better for him to stand with those guys than against Trump. We know he hates him deep inside. Every one of them. Lindsey Graham, he was honest at the beginning. He was saying the truth, and then he flipped inside out, and he was afraid that might be damaging to him, so he was afraid for his family maybe, and he wants to be part of the GOP, so that was the reason he didn't. Okay, and now I will do my regular remedy session. And I have to remind everyone, I'm not from the medical field. I'm just someone who likes, I don't know why, but always I was able to keep the remedies in my head. So, and I know that I was a witch in the previous life, probably 15th century. And me and two other ladies, we were drowned from the bridge to the water. And because of the heavy dress, I drowned right away. Well, I was not able to survive, so I went under the water. And the first even longer time ago, I was a drunk sailor, and they put me in a potato bag because I was a troublemaker, alcoholic, or whatever. And they put me in the water. So 2 lifetimes I know I drowned. This lifetime I was drowning once. Somehow I went like a cork because I was hoping to see the whole of my life, very short one. And there was a coincidence, I can't explain it. I was with my friends on the beach. We were allowed to go by ourselves without parents. You are 10, 11 years old. And there was a guy who was teaching boys to swim. He has a group of young kids, and he was teaching them to swim. And I was on the beach with girlfriends, and he asked me, little girl, do you know how to swim? No. So come here. And I was such an obedient kid. So I went. There was other mothers with the kids. And I'm going, and I'm kind of shaky. He said, lay down on the water. I will hold you. So I lay down. He was holding me. He said, stiffed, like strong, your legs must be the same level as your head. So don't put your bum down. And I was obeying. And he said to the boys, you look, what I'm teaching her, now you will be doing the same thing. So if she can do it, the girl can do it, you can do it. And yes, I learned how to lay down. And he said, breathe. So I was breathing. And I noticed that his hands were, and I tried to be panicking. He said, no panic. So I was laying down. And then he said, move your hands and move your legs like a frog. And I started swimming. And then he said, now lay down on your stomach and do exactly the same. He was holding his hand for a while. And I started swimming. Oh my gosh, I was so happy, so proud. And the mothers, can you teach my kids? No, you can sign them for the swimming lessons. I don't know how. I know that we were taking our kids for so long to teach them how to swim, but because I was so afraid of him, of this guy, I did what he was telling me, and I learned in a few minutes. So it is possible for us to get a really fast lesson, and maybe it was miracle from the above for me to know this lifetime how to swim, because I don't think my mom will teach me or my father. My mom didn't know how to swim and she was adult, so it was good that I knew how to. And so if I was a witch doctor, witches were, we are thinking, they were making black magic and so on. Most of the witches were doing good things. They were collecting different weeds and vegetables, and they were able to make the portion for saving lives. So that's not what about the witches we are afraid of them. I think they were kind of village doctors. So that's probably the reason I love to learn. Okay. Lita Perm, she's using sour cherry and for arthritis. Do I have any other suggestions? Yes, it's good for, I don't know how it works, but those sour cherries are sour, but they are very healthy. My brother makes always a super cherry out of them. And I know about black mustard seeds. You can grind them and add a little bit hot water, make until it's a little bit cooler, so it's warm temperature. Put this on the knee or whatever it's hurting you, or the back, and put the cloth on top and some plastic so it doesn't make a mess, and that's very helpful. The thing that I did for my mom when I was a kid, I was so much into sewing, so I did 4 pieces like that, like gloves, bottom and top. Oh, so it's 4 for one hand and 4, so 8 pieces. And between the pieces, I will put seeds, mustard seeds. And you could buy them at the Nutters or whatever, the stores that are giving you some nutrients, and put them in that, and then put them in the that time we didn't have microwaves yet, so we were putting them on top of the stove, and they will warm up, and my mom will put her hands in, and she always had arthritis. I never knock to the wood. And so that was helping her with her arthritis. I was telling you the rings are good for that, apparently, because the gypsies are using them. Gold is even better than silver, but I prefer silver. Okay, so that was for my remedy session. And now I will be doing the prayers. Long time ago, Gary Sager, she sent me a book. You can handle, God can give you more than you can handle. And it is about her life experience, how she lost her husband, who was a doctor, and she was a nurse, and she was left with 2 kids. And she was so brave going through her life. And now, and then quite a few years ago, she was exposed to gas in her house. And for several months, she was feeling really bad. And that created a lot of damage in her health. So she was going through the aortic valve replacement, and we were praying for her that time. But she's recovering from that surgery. But now the scan, before the surgery, they did scan, and it shows that she has some spots on her lungs. She never was a smoker, and she believes it was related to the damage during that exposure to gas. So she's asking to pray for her health, and she doesn't want to do biopsy because she's afraid that can, with cancer, some people think that can be worse than anything else. So she's trying to survive the way she wants to, but she's asking for some miracles, and as well that she will be able to win the battle with the CMS about the gas leakage. I don't know if that... Okay, and then Sheila Edwards said that I can't advertise about supplements, so I will keep my big mouth about supplements. But I can talk about remedies, I believe, because that's not something that we can't share. We have to be able to share some things. Okay, so please pray for... we don't want to make Jerry Sager for her recovery and her well-being, and that there was misunderstanding with the spots on her lungs, so she will be cured and she will be free and she will feel healthy. Gary, our prayers with you, and I was praying for you as well. So please pray for other people and be happy with your life, and please ask angels to watch over you every day. I'm always asking my angels to be with me, and I'm sending you my best wishes, and create the good energy bubble around us, around the world. Everything the best for you guys. Stay safe, stay back corona free. You know what I'm talking about. Bye bye.